everyone. For this episode of the Tombstone Tourist, I'm at the Roselawn Memorial Park in Carter County, Tennessee. This cemetery was established in about 1956, and it's a very nicely landscaped and overall a very well kept cemetery. It does have all flat markers, so unless you have a particular location of the grave you're looking for, it's best to check with the office before showing up. The grave that I was looking for today had accurate GPS coordinates on its Find the Grave Memorial, so I was able to come straight to it. I'm here to visit a man that is very well known to fans of bluegrass music. He's one of the best fiddle and bass players to ever step on a bluegrass stage. In a career that spanned more than 50 years, I certainly think you can consider him a bluegrass legend. So let's visit the final resting place of Tater Tate. Clarence Tater Tate was born on February the 4th, 1931 in Gate City, Virginia. Growing up in Scott County, which is also the home of the legendary Carter family, Clarence learned to play the guitar when he was about 4 years old. By the time he was 5, he began playing at church and at local events, and eventually on a local radio station. And by 10, he had not only mastered the guitar, but also the fiddle and bass. His big break came about in 1950 when he began appearing on the midday merry-go-round in Knoxville, Tennessee. It was while appearing on the merry-go-round that show sponsor Cass Walker started calling him Tater. The name stuck, and from that day on, Clarence Tate became Tater Tate. While appearing on the merry-go-round, Tater began working with the Bailey brothers, remaining with them until 1954. It was then that Tater entered military service, serving a 2-year hitch in the Marines. After completing his military service, he returned to civilian life and became a member of Bill Monroe's Bluegrass Boys, replacing fiddle player Billy Hicks, who had been drafted. Tater stayed with the Bluegrass Boys for less than a year before moving on. Over the next several years, he played fiddle and bass with several groups, including Jimmy Martin and the Sunny Mountain Boys, Hilo Brown, and Carl Story. During this time, Tater also cut a number of solo records and became one of the most sought-after musicians in bluegrass music. In the 1960s, Tater joined Red Smiley, becoming a member of his Bluegrass Cutups. When Red retired and the group disbanded, Tater moved on and joined Lester Flatt's Nashville Grass, replacing Paul Warren, who had passed away in 1968. Tater stayed with the Nashville Grass until Lester passed away, and with Lester's death, Tater returned for a second stint with Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys, this time as the bass player. When fiddle player Kenny Baker left the group, Tater moved back to the fiddle and remained with the Bluegrass Boys until Bill Monroe died in 1996. After the death of Bill Monroe, Tater cut back on his schedule and settled into a slower pace here in Upper East Tennessee. He taught a bluegrass class at East Tennessee State University, and in 2001, he was recognized for his contribution on Patty Loveless' Mountain Soul album. Shortly after recording Mountain Soul, Tater was diagnosed with cancer. Clarence Tater Tate lost his battle with cancer and passed away at the age of 76 in Jonesboro, Tennessee, on October 17th, 2007. Well, this is where I'm going to end this video. If you remember Tater Tate or any of the people that we visit in these videos, I hope you'll leave me a comment. I always enjoy your memories. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Most of my videos on this channel are cemetery related, and I post a new Tombstone video every Sunday morning. Sometimes during the week I'll slip in a train video or some other video from my travels. So if you want to keep up with all of my adventures, why don't you ring that bell and subscribe? And if you enjoy my videos, a thumbs up is always appreciated. So, until next time, please remember, life is a wonderful journey. Be sure to take time and enjoy it. And I'll see you down the road. So long, everyone.